So the problem I'm going to try to solve today is something wrong with my deck here. It's just made this deck. It's pretty good. It vibrates a little bit, so I've decided that my footers were just a little bit too far apart. And the span is quite large. It met all the codes, but I want to go into there and add another footer. I've only got 14 inches of space to crawl under there and dig a 3-foot hole so that I can get below the frost line. So that's going to be a problem. It's not a lot of space. I don't want to have to take off the deck boards because they're already installed with like edge installation system that would require removing a lot of them to get into there. So I have this product here. It's called the Hole Vac. So it looks like this. It's something you can install on the end of a vacuum and essentially suck the dirt out and make a hole without using a shovel. I'm going to try this product and see if I can dig a footer by crawling under there and using this vacuum tool. This is the vacuum I'm using. It's a, I don't know how many gallons it is, but it's got the 2.5-inch tubing, which is, you know, somewhat large, the larger size vacuum. And I bought an extension there so that I can snake myself under the deck. So what I need to do is to gradually get deeper and deeper into this hole, but with that small access hole, I'm going to have to start with just direct connecting the hole vac right to the end there. And then as I get 6 inches deep, then I will, you know, switch to this one, then to this one, and then finally this one. In fact, I need to go even deeper than that to get to the 30 inches. But I'll see what I do when I get there. All right, this is the tight spot that I'm in. I've only got like 12 inches of clearance, and but luckily I have space between the joists for the tubing to go, and so I've cleared out a space in the gravel about 12 inches diameter, and we'll get started. All right, so far so good. So you just use a twisting action and it digs as you twist. With the phone in my hand, I can't show you, but I use both hands to twist it. Now it's time to put on a deeper extension on this. All right, I've made it about 6-7 inches. So here's my tight space. Here's the hole so far. I have had one clog once with the hose, and also have had to use a trowel to help square up the edges so far. Okay, I've been going at this for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It is tight space. My rib, I had a snow sports accident, so it's been a little slower than I would like. I'm about 12 inches deep at this point. All right, it's getting a little bit darker. I've been going at this for about 2 hours, and I'm not quite even 2 feet deep, but the soil is very hard. It's clay soil. I'm gonna see if it'll help to use a spade bit on my drill here, and just use this to loosen up the soil and see if I can make quicker progress. Into it, I've got down to 30 inches. I mean, not 30, about 27 inches here. I gotta get down to 30. back, we're done. All right, after 7 hours and a couple of meal breaks, through a very tough clay soil with 12 inches of clearance for me to work in, I was able to vacuum out a footer that is 30 inches deep, to go get below the frost line, 12 inches wide. In fact, it's 14 inches wide at the bottom, and I am now done. Another aspect of this job is to protect your filter with a little blanket, and you can shake that blanket every so often and make sure your vacuum isn't plugged while doing all this. Well, I finished the job, and I'll give you a final review of the whole vac. So it did help. I enjoyed this concept of vacuuming the dirt out of your hole while you're digging it, and this little metal end did help when you had leverage. If you didn't have some leverage to push down, which I didn't anymore after I got deep, it didn't help as much, and I had to use this tool, a spade bit, an old worn out spade bit that I didn't care about. Just drilling into the bottom of that soil would break it up for you. So I ended up, really loving this drill, and then the idea of sucking it out as you went. And when you did have leverage, you could use the red handle there. So I would rate this an interesting product. I recommend it I think if you had sandy soil, it would work really awesome. So it's called the Hole Vac. It is possible to dig a hole when you only have 12 inches of clearance above you.